We'll go on to a new topic, parameter passing in applets. How we can pass a parameter in an applet. Now, there are a few keywords you need to know when you do parameter passing in applets. It is actually very, very easy. One is inside your applet code, you will have something called param name. It is a keyword. Parameter name. Okay. Param. P-A-R-A-M name. N-A-M-E-E name equal to, in quotes, you will give the parameter name. For example, if you are giving student underscore name. Okay. That is your parameter name or name of the parameter, and you can give in a value over here, like value, let's say Johnny. Okay, so the student name is Johnny. So you will be writing this inside your applet code where you specify the parameter name and then the parameter value. And then inside your program, to get the parameter, you use a method called get parameter. It is in camel case, G is small, and parameter is the capital P. Now, let's say you have a student name over here. Now, all the parameters in applets, they will be taken only in string. Okay, so let's say you have a parameter called st underscore name. Let's say I store it into something called name. Okay, so I write string name is equal to get parameter, open up a bracket, in double quotes, I will be writing this parameter name, st underscore name. I'll close my quotes, I'll close my bracket, and then end it up. So this is how you read a parameter. Even though you given numbers over here, everything would be treated as a string. We will see that in our programs later. So this is how you get a parameter. This is how you define a parameter, and this is how you get a parameter. String name is equal to get parameter, and then you will be giving this parameter name. So I'll quickly revise once again. You need to be careful about two things. One is defining the parameter, which happens inside the applet code, and then obtaining the value of the parameter as a string, which happens in your paint code. We'll start writing an applet program. So first I'll write my applet code. Applet code is equal to, okay, I'll write my program name later. Width is equal to 1000. Height is equal to 1000. Okay. And I'll just finish off my applet. We'll write a parameter passing code later. I'll finish off my applet. Okay. So that is the body of my applet. Now I'll write my applet code. Public class param demo. Okay. I'll have a program called param demo. Extends applet. Okay. I'll have two methods, public void init. I'll even have a public void draw for paint with my graphics. I'll save my program in a name called param demo. File save as my app paramdemo.java. Okay, so my applet code is equal to param demo, width is equal to 1000, height is equal to 1000. Okay, now let's have a question. Write down a question with Parameter passing in applets. Display the roll number, name, and age of a student. Display the roll number, age, and roll name of a student. Okay, so the let's see what all we have to do. We have to give name, number, and age, okay, of a student. These many things we have to pass in as parameters. So if you remember, you have a keyword called param name is equal to, you given the parameter name over here, and then you give the value over here, both in quotes. Okay, so the first parameter name is student name. Okay, so I'll just give st underscore name, and let's say I give a value called Rejita. Okay, so that is my first parameter. I have a second parameter. I even have a third parameter. Then I have student role. Student roll number. Let's say Rejida is MCA 312. Okay, this is Rejida's roll number, and this is Rejida's age. Let's say Rejida is as of now 23 years of old, 23 years of age. So I've given three parameters. A parameter, student name, whose value is Regida, student roll number, whose value is MCA 312, student age, whose value is 23. Now I need to get them displayed in my applet. Okay, so now all what I've done is I've just defined all my parameters. Okay, so now let me get my parameters. Okay, now getting your parameters, you will use the method called get parameter. PF caps get parameter. Okay, now what is the parameter name over here? St name. So get the parameter value in st name. Okay, and as I told you earlier, it will be stored in a string. Okay, so I'll write string, let's say nm is equal to get parameter st name. Okay, so we'll just do one, and even it has to get displayed. Now SOPs won't work over here. You will have to do your drawstring. Just import java dot applet dot star g dot, okay, we'll do that later, g dot draw string. Okay, and let's say a name of the student is, okay, name of the student is plus, what is the name of the student? nm. Control C, Control V, plus nm. You have to even specify where you want to get it displayed, because you know it is a big fat applet with a size 1000. I just gave random numbers 20, 40. So I'll save my program. I'll take my command prompt. Okay, I'll compile my program, Java C param demo dot Java. Okay, name of the student nm, and even I'm having a problem with my graphics. Okay, okay, I'll just finish out this first. This is even used in graphics, so what I'll do is I'll put this outside. Okay, so that is done. So now it is error free. Now let's run my applet using the applet viewer. Applet viewer param dem, D is in capital, demo dot Java. Okay, I get name of the student is Regida at the 2040th. Okay, this is the parameter I passed, rigida. Okay, so this is how you pass parameters in your applet. So let's finish off the remaining of the program. You got ft name. Similarly, let's get the remaining. Okay, I'll just copy paste everything and then do nm. So what was that? The next one was role, and the third one was age. I'll just copy all these. Control C. It's not student name, it is student roll number. And here it is student age. Student age. I'll just do a few declarations over here. NM, comma, roll, comma, age. I'll save my program. No, I'll just even copy paste. Okay, it's not name of the student. It is roll number of the student. And this is age of the student. What was it? Not NM, ROLL. This was AGE. I'll save it. Okay, same 2040. I'll just have it a bit lower. 2080, 2120. Okay, one below the other we'll have it. Okay, so let's exit off my applet window. Okay, well, if you exit off the applet window, you can get your prompt back over here. I'll compile it again. Okay, looks good. Okay, so I get Regida, MCA 312 and 23. As I told you, all the parameters you pass, even though it is a numeric value, it will be taken as a string. So this is how you pass in parameters in your applet. See, why you have parameter passing through applets is one is portability between your code, HTML pages and all that. And even you can pass in values through web pages into your Java program. So that is why we have these features called parameter passing in applets. In your HTML code, you can give in your parameters. Okay. So have a question. Using applets, find the sum of three numbers. Find the sum of three numbers using parameter passing. So what I'll do is I'll take a new program. Okay, my basic code, and I'll just copy this and then rework on that. Okay. I'll save my program as file save as sum param .java. Okay, I'll just finish off my naming things first. Sum param. P is capital. Control C. Okay. I'll just put this down. Let's finish off our applet code first. So you have two numbers, very simple. You have an A, you have a B, and you have a C. Very simple. You need to find out the sum of A, B, and C. So I have a A. I have a parameter called B, and I have a parameter called C. Okay. Let's say I have a number. I'm just going for random numbers, 34, 56, and 23. Mind you, I've given you a question to add up three numbers. Okay. So you might be doing it like this. You will get an error. If you remember what I told you earlier, parameters in applets are always passed as strings, which means you have to put these in quotes. They are passed in as strings. And then in your Java code, do the needful to convert your string to your integer or float or whatever. Okay, so let's come back to our code. Okay, so sum param. Okay, now I have three things. I have A, I have B, I have C. Okay, get parameter of what? A of A. Okay, so I get 34. Get parameter of B, which means I get 56. And get parameter of C, which means I get 23. Okay, so here I get 34, here I get 56, and here I get 23. If you remember what I told you earlier, when you use get parameter, all the parameter values, they are obtained as string again. Okay, they are, so the 34 which you got is nothing but a string. Okay, the 56 which you got is a string, and the 23 which you got is a string. So A has a value of A is a string 34, B is a string 56, and C is a string 23. These are not int. Okay, because you use the get parameter, by default they are strings. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, so A is, B is, and C is. Okay, you've got three things, but mind you, all of them are strings. They are not numbers, they are strings. But what was your question? Find the sum of A, B, and C. So very simple. You have a string, convert it to an integer. Okay, so I'll just do my conversions over here. Okay, so I'll just do my conversion. I'll convert A into a string. Sorry, A into an integer. A is a string. I need to convert it to an integer. Very simple. I write integer dot parse int of what? A. Okay. Similarly, I parse int B. I even parse int C. Int IC is IB is equal to parse int of B. Int IC is equal to parse int of C. Now I've got integer values. Okay. Now my 34, 56, and 23 all are int. Now very simple, your normal things. Find out the sum. Okay. Oh, I could have given an int declaration, everything together. Okay, do that. Do it like that if you want. IB plus IC. Okay. I've calculated the sum, and now I'm going to display the sum. Sum is sum. FUM, okay, not at 120, I'll have it at 180, let's see. I'll save my program. Let me take my command prompt. Okay, I'll just clear the screen, looks too dirty with those errors. Okay, this, what was the program name? Sum param, isn't it? FUM PARAM. FUM PARAM dot Java. Okay. Cannot find the file specified. I went wrong in my name. Just a minute. Let me stick my program name. Sum param. Where did I go wrong? Okay. Oh, I have a slash over there. Okay. Okay. Sum param dot Java. There's an exception. Sum param not found. Okay. Just a minute. Let me check my program name. I did not compile. Without compiling, I tried the applet viewer, isn't it? Java C sum param dot Java. Okay, so that's error free. And now I have to do my applet viewer. Okay, because I did the up arrow, I did not look what was my command. Sum param dot Java. Okay, so I've got three numbers, 10, 13. Yeah, 13. So now I'm getting the sum because I converted everything to integers, and then I did a calculation. Okay, look here. I've commented all my conversions. But my adding sum is there. Okay, so Okay, I exited my command prompt. Just a minute, let me open up a command prompt. Okay, look here, when I compiled, I'm getting an error. Incompatible types. Okay, because this is a string. These are not int. These are not int. When you use get param, you will never get int, even though you're given an int value. It is always a string. So they're telling there's an incompatibility. That is why, I converted everything into an integer and then did the remaining.